Yo, welcome back to my NQ weekly recaps. And this is Monday, March 10th, and it was a Monday with no news on the economic calendar, so I was not really interested in this Monday. I just screenshotted the opening range gap, and it was huge, but price didn't really do much. Excuse me. The whole week really didn't really do much. It wasn't so interesting. Let me show you the whole economic calendar for the whole week actually. Monday didn't interest me since it didn't have any news and it wasn't an NFP week, so whether it had or didn't have news, I wasn't gonna trade it. Tuesday I tried going into pre-market, but there was things I had to do. Things like studying for a test, it's exam season for the first term or first semester, whatever the fuck y'all call it at your schools and shit. But it was for the first term of my school exams and shit. So yeah, if I was available, I would have traded pre-market for the day before CPI and shit. That's what you usually do. You trade pre-market 7 in the morning to 9:30. And then here we have the 12th of March, Wednesday, which is the CPI day. I traded after CPI. I traded after CPI, meaning price was smooth, not really smooth. I'm not saying that price is always smooth after CPI days, but all I'm saying is that it's best to trade after CPI, not before CPI on the CPI day. You don't want to trade before CPI on the CPI day. You want to trade after it happened, at least 15 minutes after. So I traded at 9:30, which was an hour after the run. And yeah, I didn't take this trade. I was just testing my model and shit, just testing what I do daily. So this is not a trade I would have taken. No, it's not actually, it is a trade I would have taken, but I didn't want to take it on that day just because I was not feeling like taking a trade that day. Sometimes in life you're gonna get moments whereby you're just like, nah, I don't feel like taking a trade and shit. But so yeah, here's what's happening. It's basically 11:50 to 12:10, and yeah, it's the same thing I do every single day. If it's close to a point I'm interested at, then I'll wait for the time I'm supposed to, or the time that price usually seeks liquidity above or below, depending on where price is really. So, and yeah, it was also a big opening range gap day. Shit was decent. So yeah, you have to be careful on these days. Just really be careful because price is manipulated a lot. So yeah. So here you have a picture of the opening range gap on the 14th of March. The previous day was a PPI day, and I understand that after PPI or CPI days or FOMC days, you don't want to trade those days. You want to at least trade 2 days after, or yeah, 2 days after. So that's much more decent, and it's a Friday. So yeah, in general, I was just not going to trade this Friday. It wasn't good for me to trade. So we have a 148 handle gap, so we should expect smooth low resistance trading, which could not be the case since the previous day was a PPI day and it did all the strong movement and shit. So people are trying to get in this because of what they saw the previous day. So I'm not trying to be one of those people. I'm trying to be myself. I'm trying to be different, you know. Right, so on the screenshot, this is me screenshotting all the points I had marked up. So I had marked up equal highs, and the equal highs were marked at a specific time, right? So yeah, price delivered to that, and the 15-minute relatively equal highs, price delivered to that during that specific time, the macro time. So yeah, I was just studying that real quick. Now on that same day, I marked the previous day's high, which was Thursday, the 13th of March, but I said 14th of March, which is my mistake, since since this day that we reviewing is the 14th of March, so it was my mistake. I meant to say 13th of March, but I annotated saying I want to see price gravitate to this previous day's high. Reasons for me wanting to see price do that is because we are close to the previous day's high. Also, we're getting close to the time we're supposed to run. Also, we didn't fully fill in the opening range gap. In fact, we didn't even get to the halfway point of the opening range gap. We just went to the lower quadrant and then jumped off from there. So to me, that showed a whole lot of weakness. We also had this breakaway gap, and I didn't want to see the lower fair value gap get tapped into. Price tapped into the middle fair value gap, then started pushing high. So I was like, okay, you know what? I want to see price go there actually. Also, it was Friday, so you could expect TGIF. So here we are. This is price getting closer and closer to the previous day's high. If you were gonna trade this day, you could use that fair value gap tapped into it and put faith into the 1250 macro or 1150 macro. My mistake, because price has to seek liquidity above below, and that was the biggest draw at that time. So yeah, so here we are. Price hits that previous day's high. I also wanted to see it go above to the relatively equal highs, but I quickly had to go somewhere, and I didn't come back to actually screenshot it again. So yeah, that was it basically. I personally do believe that I can achieve what I want to achieve if I basically do everything right in terms of trading, follow my do's and follow my don'ts, then I'll be good, you know? If I know when I'm gonna lose money in these markets, I'm good. I'm husky. Versus not knowing when I'm gonna lose money, then I'm a piece of trash at that point because anything could happen. So yeah, and also I believe that you can achieve anything that you put your mind to, you know. If you say you want to achieve something, if you just put your mind to it, then you're most likely to achieve it. And if you try to actually achieve it, like do research on it, you are gonna achieve it. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, if you do everything right in terms of trading and not shortcut anything or half-ass anything, the results are gonna be big. So yeah, I'm closing this video for real now on some real shit. Peace.